Hey, aloha gang, Dr. Russ Rosen here. So, how can we stay in service with our patients even if they're not coming in or we're not able to go out and be at our office? So, last night we did a 2 hour group coaching call, and there were several ideas and discussions that kind of coalesced and woke me up or too early this morning. So, I typed this out and I wanted to get this out to you as soon as possible. And I'll apologize in advance that I am using some notes and I'm looking down. So, how can we stay in service is a really good question. And the first question is, why would you want to? And one answer is because it feels really good when we help others, especially when we're hurting, especially when we're in need. And I know a lot of us are right now. So that's one reason. Also, if we stay in service, we stay in front of them. And that's a good thing because when things settle down, and they will, these people are going to want to come back to us and see us. So important. I sent out a video yesterday on how to do short videos and keep in front of your patients. But this one specifically is more so of how you can stay in service to your patients, really just, in essence, doing a good deed. I just did a video with Joe, my marketing guy, and we went into some really great detail on some of this. Hopefully we're going to get that out in the next day or two. So there's going to be a lot of other good information. But again, I just want to focus on this particular one piece. So one of the things that I'm recommending, we've had a few doctors start doing this, and they're just blown away with the results that they're getting and how good they're feeling by doing this, is calling and checking on your patients personally. Now, can you have CAs do this for you? Yes, you can. I personally can't recommend enough that you do it yourself, especially, look, you've got extra time in your office or your quarantine. Look, you got the time, and a personal call goes a long way. So I want you to think about, how can I serve you right now? How can I best help you right now? Are you okay right now? What can we do for you right now? Now, obviously, if you're doing things like nutritional consults, or if you're doing things like neuroemotional work, etc., yep, you can talk with them about that. But again, more so for this is that, what can I do to best help you? What can I do to best be of service for you? We talk a lot in our communications modules about be a human being first and a doctor second. This is time to be a human being for these beloved patients of ours. I want you to imagine that they were a dear friend of yours, that they were, an elderly, relative of yours, your mother or your father or a child of yours, and call them from that perspective. How could you best support them, your loved ones? Well, that's how I want you to support your patients. Be a beacon of light. They may be in a lot of fear right now. They may be just watching the news right now in complete fear and crisis mode. Everyone they talk to may be in crisis mode. So you can be a beacon of light for these people as you call and check on them. You understand the importance of positive mental attitude, and you might be able to help point them in the right direction. Check on them to see how they're doing mentally, how they're doing emotionally, that they're not just going stir crazy, but they're not going to go crazy. Again, I did a video on how to navigate doing a quarantine, and I give lots of ideas of how you can help give them insights and things that they can do with their time. We have a page on there posting all kinds of really cool things, Ivy League courses that they can take right now, all kinds of inspirational things, audible.com, doing free stuff. There's all kinds of wonderful things on there that you can do to support them if they're going crazy. Check if they have family support right now. Check if they have people checking on them. Some don't, and they're lonely and they're scared. It would be a very scary time. Thank God I have my quarantine queen, my lovely wife, Kat, and we love each other very much, and we're really enjoying our time together in our quarantine. Not everybody has that, and I know if I was alone, it would be miserable and I'd be scared right now. So, if they don't have people in family checking on them, you could do it. You could have your CAs do it. just to check in on them every couple of days, just to make sure that they're okay. That lifeline, I think, can be very important. Check in on that they've got somebody bringing them food, especially if they're the elderly and they're getting toilet paper and their necessities that they need. My wife just went through this with her 3 parents right now, and it was not easy, right? None of them were tech savvy enough to go onto their local store and get set up for curbside service or to get set up for having it delivered. It took Cat hours to help them do that. Make sure that they've got somebody to help them do it. If not, that's something that, gosh, a lot of you have been asking, what can my CAs do? Your CAs could do that for them. That would be a wonderful thing to do. Again, remember, you have a different perspective. So you're going to be able to help them see things from a different place. Ask them how you can best support them. Yes, I've talked about videos. Ask what they're looking for. Dr. Michael Winters last night in the group coaching said, he finally just asked his Facebook group, how can I best support you? And he got all kinds of conversation of things that they were looking for. That's a wonderful thing to do. Stay a thought leader for them. It'll feel good. It's wonderful to do karmically, and it'll pay off in the end. That they and their friends and family will want to come see you when things settle down. You will be in the forefront of their mind. So again, we did send a video on sharing blogs and videos and that kind of thing. Some other things that popped into my head were inspirational videos, inspirational quotes. There's tons of them if you go online. You could do, obviously the things about being healthy and building your immune system. You could lead classes. I have doctors that are, yoginis. They're yoga instructors also. You could have a, yoga with the doctor. You could build relationships with other people in tribes that you have, maybe a yoga instructor and that kind of thing. You could do a cooking class if you're really into that. One doc that I coach does Ayurvedic medicine and Ayurvedic cooking, that kind of thing. My daughter is doing an online yoga thing right now. We've had run with the doc. Saturday mornings, 8 a.m., run with the doc or exercise with the doc. You could be leading something like that for these people. You could be leading meditation groups with these people. Just get Zoom. It's free. There's all kinds of wonderful things we could do to step up and support these people and serve these people and lead these people. So again, Joe and I just did a recording where we went into some more details about other ideas, but I think that this is something that will help you out. I'd love your feedback on this. I think that this is something absolutely wonderful that we can do. And I promise you, if you do it, you're going to feel good in your heart that you did it. Will it bring you patience in the future? I believe it will, but that's not why we're doing it. We're reaching out to be of support and to be of service and to be of help And yes, assuming you do this and you like it, could you go through your inactive list and reach out to some of those wonderful people out there that you haven't seen in a long time and just check on them? Not trying to get them back as a patient, but just to check on them and see how they're doing. I think it's a wonderful idea. So I hope this was of value to you. If you do have questions, we are here to help during this time of crisis. As always, much love and aloha, bye gang.